Well, you should know the story of what happened last season. It was a very big disappointment the way it finished, but we've got to try and grow into this next season where we have loads to do. We've got pre-season, signing players, whole month, I think, till the season starts. Not going to try and get confused again this time with 3 harder teams dropping down from League 1 and a whole lot of ground to build up. We should have been in the league above this year, but we aren't. We're back in the second league for another year, and we've got to make sure it is only one more year. Yes guys, welcome back to the FIFA 21 Paris Career Mode Season number 2, Episode number 1. So yes, not much gameplay today I don't think, but hopefully plenty of signings to get done as we have Mad Timo, we have, OB, and then we have Spezia in the pre-season tournament with Amiens starting the season off and Stade Reims, who must have got relegated, but they weren't in the relegation zone last time I checked. I've got to check the league again, I think, then, because they want a team that came down according to the table after every team had played, so I don't understand that. Sometimes FIFA does that, but it must just be a glitch as Odense are the other team. I want to see which league we have, though, next year. Who are the teams that got relegated? Stade Reims, we have Dijon, definitely one of them, and I can't really figure out who the other team is. I really can't figure out who the other team is. Is it any of those? It isn't. Giamps were in our league last year. Nancy, Ajaccio. Is it only 2 teams relegated? It might only be 2 teams because it looks like most of the same. That just proves my knowledge of French football. As for the squad as well, the players have been growing in ratings. I've been training them all. It looks pretty decent. And of course, we've had loads of players return from their loans. So we have Gapka, who's fully fit again, not returning from a loan. But we have Kamara, who is returning, 18-year-old, 63 rated. Definitely want to use him off the bench. We've got Demacone, who will be leaving in a second. We've got Guile. I've promoted a lot of youth players. I think he was already here. But we got Foucher, a cam, who's 60 rated. Looks very, very decent. He is 16. We've got Hernandez. I think his first name was like Camille, maybe. I'm not very sure. As he's 17, a centre-back. Want to get a loan deal for him. We've got Jean, a striker, 15 or 58-year-old. 58-year-old. That wouldn't be a youngster. 58 rated 17-year-old. We've got Pembele back from his loan deal. Probably want to sell him on. We've got Kiofi, who's 19-year-old. Decent little striker backup. We've got Bambo or Gambor, who's 18-year-old. We've got Gilavogi, I'm training to be a striker, 23. Chigui, 22, who's going to hopefully be a backup right wing back. We've got Nikambo, the goalkeeper, back, 18. Perfect ages these for a young squad. As then we got Caddy, 24, probably going to try and sell him. Bilaud, who's 34, he's going to be a backup if he stays. And Desperez, who's 22 and 66 rated, so could be our first team goalkeeper, but not for pre-season. And that right there is just a quick outline of what I want the team to look like this season. But of course, we've got injuries to Colleen. We got quite a few stuff to do. Hopefully more players are recalled from loans once we script this day. And of course, I have been out scouting players non-stop. For the 2 months before this, I have looked a lot of players. As I've just been notified that Demacone and Diaby Fadiga have left the club, so good luck to them both. Diaby Fadiga wasn't a bad player, but has to leave in my books because we don't really need a striker. He looks like a good one, but don't need him. Kie looks maybe decent as well. I've got all these scout reports just back right here, as that is a player I'm very much looking at. Just still looking through them all. And this is the shortlist I was on about earlier. So we've got plenty of players. Vargas starting off being a backup right wing back. We can keep Chiguli maybe as a backup central midfielder. Get this guy in to help Campanini out, or possibly could go over his rate. And we got Sao, who we can actually offer for now, and that is great. Maybe a loan to buy for him. We've got Loic Bade, but he's in the division above, so he's probably not going to sign. And Nancy defender, just thought I'd chuck a look at their players because, of course, they did really bad this season. We've got Kobiot, who looks pretty decent. Camelo, Larouci, who we could go in for again, Zagre from Monaco, got Gurner, who I'm going to try and possibly get a loan to buy for, Lihaj, Ledois, who's been there absolutely ages, Puertas, who I'm finally going to take off, I think, same with Riviera. I'm going to try and get Trullier maybe on a loan to buy again. We've got Chotard, we've got Blanchler, and we got Bulme, who have both been released, Fontana, who needs a scout report, Renel, who looks like he could be a decent buy, Johansson, who's a year less than him and even higher rated, so even more decent. Got another Cam, we got Killier, and we got Ndilu, but that's just the start. And speaking of just the start, I'm going to try and get this party started right now. Lucas Gurner, please let me alone. It is going to let me alone. So, 67 rated, 17-year-old. This guy could be a superstar. Probably just going to be a bench player for me because I'm going to go for a loan. And with loans, you don't put squad roles on them, I don't think. I don't think I've ever really done it, so he's not going to... Well, he maybe expects loads of first-team football, but he's not going to get as much as the others because he won't be our permanent player yet. As 360 to 90, that is a perfect split. Not much to pay at all. And the transfer fee afterwards, I don't know what he's worth. What was he worth now? Maybe like 2 million. I'll offer 2 million. I think that's a good sum for him afterwards, as there were a 1% release clause on top of that, so I'm going to try and slightly step it down, 1.5, and then that 1% release clause, please don't walk away, 1.85 and 2, right, that's perfect. Gurner hopefully joins on loan, hopefully he understands his game time. As the next one I want to get in, I've decided I actually want him now, Thibaut Vargas. He is probably a backup at Montpellier. See if we can get a loan for this guy and a loan to buy at that, but no, his contract's too short, so we are going to have to put an offer in for him. Only going to be a backup as well, so I've got to make sure that we remember that and get him on a backup role, as Balaud can, unfortunately for him, hopefully leave the club afterwards. As can we put a swap deal in for him? That would be very nice, wouldn't it? Not straight up swap, but I don't want to keep this guy. There he is, Balaud, as we'll offer 900 on top of him. Hopefully they don't walk away from that. I'm willing to change as they don't want him. They want 20% release clause, 20% sell-on clause, and 1.1 million, which I'm going to remove that and just offer 1 million. I think that's fair. As we want 1.4, they want bang on his evaluation. We have the money this year, you know, as we'll offer 1.2, just get him a little bit cheaper, 1.25, good negotiation skills, we'll accept that. And so hopefully we can get these done swiftly. Please don't want an important, please don't want an important. That's good, he takes a rotational role, just what we wanted, as in contract will offer 2 years. I think that's good enough, isn't it? 4 years, of course, I forgot they all want long ones right here in this league. So we'll offer that 4 years. Disregard the release clause and a 3k wage. That's a bit much for a rotational player, but then again, we've got to step up the wages. If we're going to be a big club next year, they're going to want bigger wages, so we'll accept that. The start of the wage increase has begun in Season 2, but Vargas has signed. And there we go, hopefully the start of many signings right now, as this is going to be the team for the pre-season tournament. Hopefully the starting team right now, still think a keeper, and I know a left wing back looks low rated. We do have Hano, but I'm going to try and play Hajam a lot more this season because, of course, I have took a liking to this guy. 18-year-old, can definitely grow into a superstar in this team. So, Desprez in goal, Campanini, Bamba, Manduki now in the centre, still Colin is back, with Rulan and Hajam, Masengo, Name, Arab, Laura and Antiste up front. So, can we get a win with this squad? It's good enough, so I've got faith against Martimo, a Portuguese side to start off with. I think this pre-season is in Turkey, if I'm not wrong. As can we get the win? No, we don't. It's a 2-1 defeat, but I know they're an okay side, as Manduki got our goal. Not going to show us who got theirs, because you won't see for my head, but it's Beltrame and Pino with the ones for those. And right here, because we only have 3 scouts, and I do want to look at some more players, I'm going to go ahead and buy another one. Don't want to spend too much. So that one's 2.9. Actually, screw it. We've got a large wage, but we've got a really good team as it is, so I don't think we need to splash out on huge players. So let's try and find the players that are worth it. That's it. I think I would rather try and find quality players and sign little but more quality players and then get you through with it. As Gurner's loan has been accepted, so we do have him at the club. It's going to be our permanent player Kamara and him scrapping for the bench place, I think. Because of course Kamara is already on the bench, and Gapka, Gabka might have to go, you know, because he just doesn't have a place really in this squad. 2 CDMs, brilliant, can replace Name and Masengo. When they need a rest, Malloy can replace Arab. Van Wolfenswinkel, the strikers, yada yada. As Odense are the next team up, and I'm going to switch the lineup again with Cartlier in goal, Vargas, Gile, Runland, Manduki, and Hadjam again. Where Hano should probably play, but never mind. With Masengo, Name, and Malloy keeping the midfield rather similar, with Antiste and Ricky Van Wolfswinkel up front, who's very much dropping on pace, which I don't like to see, but oh well. We've just got to trust he doesn't completely flop and can be that backup when called upon, as we're going to quick sim this one. Can we get a result in this one? We don't. Antiste misses a penalty, and Hedge Bally gets the goal for them, so it's another without a win. And whilst I'm looking at this budget right here, I've completely forgot about the board expectations, so let's have a look, shall we? Youth development is medium. Going to sign 4 players, a goalkeeper, defender, midfield, forward, that's a lot. Within 2 seasons, sign 1 youth player to the senior team, play them in 10 matches, starting 11 or coming on as a sub, so got to try and do that. Brand exposure, 1 crucial first team player to a midfield or forward position, okay. With no continental success, domestic, automatic, and reach a round of 16. With financial make 13.5 in profit from youth player sales within 2 seasons. I think that's alluding to Colleen. Of course, don't really want to get rid of him, but if that's what it takes and he wants to leave the club, I don't think I've got a choice. I don't think we're actually through in this competition as well. As Leo Colleen does return to the first team though, so that's good. Maybe play him in this game to hopefully get a win against the best team, Spezia, the Italian Serie A side. However, on second thoughts, after looking at the team, I thought I'd change it up a lot again because I think we are out of this competition. No offense, boys, with Niakambudio in goal. I think that's how it's said. Campanini, Bamba, and Dai comes in, who didn't play at all last season. Feel really bad for him. I'm going to try and play him this year with Rulion and Hano. We've got Gurner, Name, and Fucha with Jung and Antiste up front. That is one thing I am going to try and do this season as well, because I know you guys have been calling for it. Change the team up a lot. So I want a lot of quality players, and I want to grow a lot of quality players, and I'm not going to do that without playing them, as these are going to absolutely thrash, as I can tell, but just give a good account. Oh no, we've drawn. That's not that bad. And Jung, against the run of play, getting our 1 shot on target and actually scoring, which is brilliant. Pettersson scoring for them though. And Antiste actually giving us the chance to put us in the lead, but of course missing it, and he must have put it wide because only 1 shot and 1 chance all game. I'll take it though. Yeah, of course, Serie A side has not much money from that, and I think the board are very disappointed in me. Okay, I'm sorry, only getting 1 point in pre-season, but still, let's get loads of brownie points in this transfer window. We have to move quick, because of course the season starts very soon, and goalkeeper position we probably need to strengthen, as Ndai's got an offer in for him right here, and they want... Is that a player swap? It is, 1.4, and Ismail Sosa, who's 34-year-old, and actually 71 rated. Not too bad at all, that rating, but I think I'd rather take the money, so I'm going to try and negotiate. Don't think he's a player I particularly need. Not playing, of course, that position in my team, as we'll offer 1.2. It is on strict transfers, so I don't want them to walk away from this, as well as remove exchange player. 1.2 million. Please don't walk away. And they say that's fine. Maybe could have got more, but I don't care. We've got youth players coming through at centre-back, so that is actually a perfect bid in for a player. Of course, I didn't play him at all last season, which I do, of course, regret massively. Is this another bid here? It is a loan offer from Kawasi F for Simon, the goalkeeper. 2 years. That is perfect. He'll come back when he's 20, experienced, hopefully when we're in the division above, so that is straight up accepted. Of course, got 4 goalkeepers as well, as we've got loads of things in here, but these are our scout reports, hopefully more players, as I think I might have hit the jackpot in terms of free signings. We have Yanis Saliba, who is actually a great player. I can remember this guy a couple of FIFAs back. He was really, really pacey. Of course, he's a right midfielder. Probably would go up front, maybe, in our team, and is a bit old, but if I could get Van Wolfenswinkel out, he would be a good like for like, as Rodolin is, of course, old as well. I'm probably going to miss him out, but Rochia, I am really wanting to play Hadjam, but with the results earlier on in the season, in pre-season, of course, and this guy's age and rating, I am really leaning towards him. Christopher Rochia. I think I really want this guy. I'm going to see if we can get maybe Hano out, maybe, but I like the look of him. I'm going to leave him for now, though, and hopefully they don't get snapped up, as I know I've got a lot more reports on players. I've been diving into them free agents, like Tom Daly goes into a swimming pool. Bit of a weird analogy, I know, but we've got a loan deal here for Gilavogi. It's a loan to buy, which I am going to delegate and accept because we don't play wingers and we can get 1 million for him, okay? So that is okay. He's gone out on his 2-year loan deal as Simon. Good. More scout reports. Brilliant. As I think I have got to check, but I think Ricky van Wolfenswinkel is like 33, isn't he? Is he younger than Saliba or is he older? Right, he's 32 and he's retiring at the end of the season. Right, this is when we bring Saliba in. Hopefully he doesn't retire. But to get a striker that quick for free, who's got experience in the league as well, is something we can't pass upon. Kie, get off that list as Gianni Saliba. Join us. It's going to be a hard one to get, but yes, crucial role, accept. This is going to be brilliant if it gets pulled off. I just think he's going to want a really high wage budget. I'm going to offer him 5 years. Usually they don't accept this, but please do. 1 year, damn it. So I think he's maybe thinking about winding it up. I don't know, as no release clause is fine as well, because I don't think no one will want to buy him. A 7.7, that's not as bad as I thought. We're going to try and offer a little bit less though, 6.7. Please, just take it, Saliba. He's still the highest paid player. Can we offer him a bonus? Add bonus, goals, if you score 10, you will receive 100k. That's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot, so 6.5. Please don't walk away from that. 7.7. Take it then. Take it then. I need this striker. That's going to be hard with everyone else's wages now. They're all going to expect high ones. At least we've got Saliba in as though your contribution is a significant exposure. Oh, that's my crucial player, isn't it? Thank you, board. As I think this has got to be the team we're going to the first game of the season with. Not playing that today, I don't think, but it looks brilliant. Desperez, Campanini, Bamba, Manduki, Rulon and Hano. Masengo, Name, Arab, Laura and Antiste. So it is quite similar because of course we did go on a brilliant run of form and almost get into those playoffs by the team that we already had. There's only the addition of Desperez, who was our player anyway, who's actually come in, but on the bench it's different. We've got Gurner there, we've got Saliba, and then Vargas is in the reserves for now because Hadjam is actually higher rated than him, and Colleen is going to start on the bench because he hasn't played any preseason, still got the plaster over his name, so not going to risk him. As I think going into the new season, maybe look at some more free agents and prioritise yet again, because Simon was supposed to be the keeper I wanted, but turned out really bad. Prioritise a keeper. We need maybe a 7-2 rated who's actually solid for simulated games, of course, because they matter in simulated games. So I've put a loan offer for Gapka, and we've got loads of reports before this Amiens game, which I'm going to look at, as not many of these players at all look decent, apart from 2. So we're going to have a look closer in at them. Get rid of all these. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. And let's have a look at these 2, shall we? I don't know what squad role Malloy is on. That's what's concerning me about making this signing, because Said Arab is in the first team a lot. I don't think he has a big... Yeah, it's both rotational. Okay, so I think I could actually get a crucial cam in, which looks very decent. He is older, which is concerning, but looks very good. In Nicolas de Preville, if he takes a step down, he's going to be paid miles more than everyone else, but still looks brilliant. And Yannick Kachuzak, who can sit in the CDM, but I think we've got better players than him, so I am going to take him off. Just thought I'd show you guys. If you really want me to sign him, tell him down below as Dipreville. Will he take the step down? He may. He was released by Strasbourg, who were in the league above. I'm pretty sure of it, as now crucial is what he takes. 3 years. Please take 3 years. I know he's 30, but he's only wanting a 1-year contract. Okay. I think they're all deciding if we go up, they're going to jump ship, the likes of him and the likes of Saliba, as we'll offer him 9k, which is of course a lot, and 90k signing on bonus, which is a lot as well. Don't forget you're going to a league below, as that is okay for him. He's now the highest paid player with 9k, which I still don't think is that much. No one over 10k yet. And if you can get into the higher division with no one over 10k, that's brilliant, as I think that's going to add a lot of trouble to the team we have and the players wanting to play, but still we couldn't pass out on a player that good. Look at his stats. Brilliant stuff, as Malloy's going to drop to the reserves for now. Said Arab does have better pace and defending and probably does start the season. These 2 new boys can stay on the bench, the new 2 free signings, but I'm so glad I brought them in. 4 players signed today, and of course a lot of the window still to go. As thank you guys for watching episode 1. We are going to end it here though. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well if you were excited by this one. I can't wait for more of this. 2 brilliant new signings in the door for the bench, and yes, hopefully you guys know some goalkeepers to try and suggest me, and maybe another centre back. Probably not, but maybe another left wing back. But we've got Nicola on the bench though, so nothing really concerning. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, in a bit, and peace.